Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Matt here with Atomic Darts. You are watching Coffee and Darts. And we're going to be talking some cool coffee and darts stuff. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few things that I got going on. We're going to be pulling our winner. That's the hat right here. We're going to be pulling our Patreon winner. So if you did not know, I have a Patreon page where you can become a patron of the channel and win some cool quarterly stuff and also get discounts at atomicdarts.com. Did get some darts posted on the website. So yes, this is recorded. And that's the man on the net. Yes, this is recorded. Good morning, Cheyenne. Good morning, BullesEyes and Brewskis. I have not watched your episode of the debate, but I'm looking forward to it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty good. But back to it, we've got a Patreon page. And speaking of people like Cheyenne and our BullesEyes and Brewskis, they've got an opportunity to win some cool stuff today. So we'll be doing that drawing. If you wanted to become a patron, I've got a couple different levels for you. There's Spectator, where it's $3 a month, and you get some stickers and some flights for just doing, being a spectator. So you get some of that sent off to you, and you get 5% off at Atomic Darts. What's the other stuff there? Then there's the League Player, which is $10 a month. You get the flights. You get $10 or 10% off on purchases at Atomic Darts, and you're entered into the quarterly giveaway, which today we're going to be giving away these. Well, at least you get to pick one of them. If you want soft tip or steel tip, you get to pick one of those. You're going to get this cool hat, which has got all the names in it right now. So, and then there's some other cool Chotsky stuff that'll be thrown in the box along with that. Good evening to those that are evening. Good morning to those that are morning. And then I've also got, beyond that, there's the Pro Player, which just gives you more discounts at Atomic Darts and continued discounts for life as long as you're a member. And then the Super Fan, which again gives you more stuff, and you actually get a quarterly swag or gift mailed, which is a hat, a mug, could be a set of darts, something like that if you go there. So just want to let you guys know there is the Patreon page. It's patreon.com/atomicdarts, and you can become a patron. And I mean, if you just want to do the $3 and get the cool that thing, and hang in for a month or two on that, that's cool. Or if you want to jump up like some of the other guys have, you get an opportunity to win some darts and some other swag that'll be sent your way. And that's quarterly. And the cool thing is, if you're a patron, the $10 or more, for every month you're a patron during that quarter, your name's put into the hat. So the names are in there a couple of times for each of these guys, as well as sometimes I'll ask a question to the patrons, and then they'll answer it, and then their name gets thrown in a little bit more. So that's that. We're going to be doing that this morning. I do want to thank Shot Darts, of course. Shot is a sponsor of the channel, and Shot Darts at shotdarts.com. And I've got like none of their stuff up here, which is weird. So normally I got tons of their stuff floating around. But check out Shot Darts, man. Great company, great people, really, really good people. And they just love the darts community. So Shot Darts at shotdarts.com. And of course, Magicwear, Jen Mounts, and everybody over at A to Z Darts and Magic Darts, Magicwear, awesome shirts, awesome jerseys, great stuff. If you need a jersey with leagues starting right now, you guys need some jerseys, check out magicwear.com. I'm going to have some fun gift certificates over the next month and two for Magicwear and for A to Z Darts that I'm going to play some games. So keep a lookout on the social medias, and we'll be giving away some cool gift cards from them. All right. So darts, what's going on in the darts world? What do you guys think is going on in the darts world? That's a good question. I'm a little behind the loop this week. As you can tell, I moved the studio around a little bit more. I wanted to show off the two jerseys. Which finger is this? It's this one. It's always backwards. So wanted to show off the jerseys and just get a different look and feel for the studio. Still playing with that. As you can see, there's cables and stuff that I need to hide and finish all that. And I got my water heater showing. That's probably not a good thing, huh? I wonder if I can adjust that. That goes the wrong way, so I gotta go that way. Still gotta get all the kinks worked out here in the video type piece. But hey, and yeah, I get the lighting adjusted as well. But there are some cool things with darts coming up. Rob is coming back. RVB's he's on his way back, which that's a great conversation. I've heard so many people talking that there's a lot of people that don't think he's going to get his tour card. There are quite a few people that don't think that when he gets there, the competition has gone so far up that based on his play that last year, there's a number of people that don't think he's going to get his tour card. You were disappointed Rob lost to Price. Let me pull something up here while I'm talking to you guys. I want to show you guys what I listed. So we got the ladies are coming up to play. What's the next event? We've got the World Grand Prix, which is on the 6th. So that's Tuesday, this next week. Starts the World Grand Prix. And then on the 15th, we've got the playoffs for the Unibet Premier League. And then we have more Europe Darts Grand Prix is October 16th. And then the ladies should be playing somewhere in that time frame as well. And then I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think? I didn't get to bring this up because Monday we had the show where we talked with the guys from the Championships Darts Circuit. I'm curious what you guys thought about that, if you watched that. I'm excited as to what they have going forward. I got to talk to them a little bit more during the week as to pieces that they're putting in place and pushing forward. And totally awesome. I mean, it's incredible where darts is going to go in North America. More tournaments being added, and this idea of virtual and the ability to play live. It's coming. It's going to be a thing, and I think it's going to be a thing in multiple arenas. So I think that's going to be cool. We're going to have people that are, superstars and right from their garage. And that's cool. That to me is that's awesome that that has grown. The sport has grown in a huge way in this year. And unfortunately it's to the thanks of COVID, because we all got sheltered, and it's like, what do? You play darts. You play poker for so long, and then it's like, dude, I got to throw something, and you end up playing darts. But so some cool things on the horizon there, some cool stuff from the Championships Darts Circuit. If you guys are been watching over on the social medias, they've got quite a bit going on with the virtual tour stuff they've been doing. There's this World Cup situation where you've got a bunch of teams that are playing each other. So some really cool stuff going on. The Virtual Cup starts the 4th of October. Yes, been hoping one of them. Get ready and setting a board. Nice. Nice. Angela. So, yeah, there are some really cool things that are going on. What's going on, Will? How's it going? Just reading through the comments here real quick. So BullesEyes and Brewskis brings up this comment about, speaking of virtual, it would be amazing if Grand Board had sponsored virtual tournaments. That is a good idea. I'm not sure why Grand Board doesn't push the idea. I mean, you can do tournaments on there, but I don't know why they didn't jump into. They could have really done some cool stuff with the virtual stuff. Speaking of Grand Boards and boards that you can play on, I got this guy in. What? Yes. Yep. I finally got myself a Nexus. It's going to go right there, that open spot. Cleared that off, and the Nexus will be being put up there, hopefully today or tomorrow or Sunday. One of those 3 days. I'm going to try and do a review as I do it, but I've got to move some stuff around, so we'll get into that. And yes, BullesEyes and Brewskis, Grant does not market well in the U.S. There is certainly there's a market there. It's an untapped soft tip market for these virtual tournaments that could be huge. Dart Connect, which I'm not allowed to tell you guys what it is, but I will tell you that they are working on cool new features in the background. More to come on that in the next week or two. But I will tell you that Dart Connect, if you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber. There's some cool stuff on the way. But in regards to soft tip, yeah, you're right. I mean, really grand board, even the Nexus, platform Target, they could certainly have created something in the last few months that would have been huge for all the people that have, the grand boards or the Nexus. So yeah, BullesEyes Brewski. I haven't played on the Nexus. I've seen some video stuff on it. I'm looking forward to actually playing on it. I think it's pretty cool. And Will Stewart's mentioning there is some big news on the horizon for Dart Connect. It's pretty cool, man. I got a preview of it, and I'm just gonna say that's all I can say. I've been sworn to secrecy, but if you don't have it's like $24, something like that for the year. I think it's $2 a month. Go get it. Even if you're playing soft tip, you can use the Dart Connect with soft tip. You don't have to use whatever app or what's going on there. But if you're doing steel tip, you got to have it. You need to get it. Maybe I did as well. Yes, Will. I wonder if you got to take a sneak peek. Playing soft tip is like playing baseball. Really boring. Wow. We got a steel tip lover there, that's for sure. I like soft tip, to a degree. I play it with my son. We, he was literally out here already this morning. Can we play darts? I don't even get out of the car. I literally don't even get out of the car before he's at my door. If I drive, go anywhere. If I go to the store and I come right back, especially if I'm gone for some work stuff and I come back, he is at my door. Like, can we play darts? No, like when you get in the house, but can we play darts? It's kind of fun. It's becoming an incredible fun journey with him. He's getting good. He's definitely getting good. Cricket is a great game to hone your accuracy. Yeah, cricket. I mean, if you want to play the larger numbers, cricket is certainly going to help you get into playing those larger numbers. Remember, it's kind of the putt for dough, drive for show, putt for dough. It's, triples for show, doubles for dough. I mean, you gotta hit the doubles for sure. You gotta work those. So that is correct. Thank you, Will, for bringing that up. The CDC Tour Card holders are playing in Indy this weekend, so that should be some fun and exciting. Cricket is what makes soft tip darts. Yeah, actually, I saw a kid do a 9-darter yesterday. It was on a grand board. One of the soft tip channels on Facebook was showing it, and it's not your traditional 9-dart with a double out, but it was a 9-darter. He finished on I want to say it was a 150. And he may have bullseyed all of them. I don't remember, but it's still, it was a kid, a young guy. He had to be, I don't know, in his early teens, and he crushed a 9-darter live. And that was cool. I thought that was pretty good. Hey, good morning, Larry. Yes, I am happy that I got the Nexus board. It's actually been here for a couple of days, and I haven't had the time to put it up. Work's been a little crazy. So we lost 2 guys as we came out of our COVID bubble. So I work for Zillow, my main job, and so we had shut everything down. And as we came out of that, we lost 2 guys, and we've been running low because we hadn't hired anybody. And then one of our other guys took a job in another state and moved, and so now we're on an unbelievable skeleton crew. They're in the process of hiring. Anybody who wants a job in California working for Zillow, go check out, because there's some job openings here in Southern California. But so I've had to do a lot more out of the office work the last week, and it's killing me. So 170 is what he had. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, he did. Yeah, that's right. He did have a 170 because it was the big fish, which Dylan has grabbed hold of that verbiage. Yes. So Ricky, you saw that. It was pretty cool, huh? I thought that was pretty sweet. He was happy too. So any way you can get a 9-darter, I don't care if it's, soft tip, steel tips, with an out, you're doing a double out. That's pretty awesome. So, let's see. Oh, something else I wanted to show you guys. So, I've talked about doing my own barrel for a little while. I told you guys that I was looking at getting a barrel done with shot. And there was a really cool box that was going with it. Unfortunately, the collab situation just didn't work out exactly how we thought it would. There was a gentleman working with shot and myself, and it just didn't work out exactly how we were hoping to. But I had a really good conversation with Peter, who was on the show a long time ago, who runs Shot Darts. He and his sister own Shot Darts. We had a long, good conversation about, why it's not the right time for it, and why it'll happen down the road. But there's just some things with it. So, but I did get my barrel. I got my barrel. Let's see if that'll come in right there. And it's not going to show, is it? Oh, so no close-up photo. I apologize, but you can see it from back here. So the Atomic Darts barrel did come in. It's got a little scallop right here, and it's got this really nice nose. So this did come in. I got the barrel in. The boxes are still being produced. Once the boxes are in, I can shaft and flight everything. So you're going to get these cool flights that come with it. And then these will be available on the website at atomicdarts.com. And I may actually post them ahead of time without the box, but the box is going to be really cool. I'll put it this way. If anybody's super interested in getting a set of the barrels and they don't want to wait, just ping me and we'll figure that out. But the boxes are a few weeks out. And once they're in, then I can package everything and get it out. So I'm figuring probably end of month, I'll be able to get everything ready and try and do my own little launch. Speaking of a Target launch, what'd you guys think of that Target launch? I thought it was Mrs. Atomic. Maybe, yes, putting a white paper behind there will help it focus. That's a good one. Before we get into that, let's see if that'll help. This camera's supposed to. There we go. There we go. That's such a good idea. Oh, nope, didn't focus. Out of focus. Let's see if I can get this a little bit better. What do you guys think of that? It's kind of got like a Nathan Aspinall front end. That was what I was going for. And then that scallop in the back, which I like. Thank you, Audio Murphy. I didn't even think about that, and I should have. I don't know why I didn't. So it's a fun, and I'll tell you, my 8th throw, I hit a 1080 with it, and I've been way consistent with it. I'm loving that barrel. So that'll be probably in a month. Everything will be in and available. But let's get back to the Target deal. Yeah, what did you guys think of that? Some seriously nice barrels. I have some of them that should be in the mail in the next day or two, and I'll try and get some reviews done. I do want to apologize. I haven't been as hot on the reviews, and part of that has just been work. Has been taking up way more time than normal, and kids back to school and the whole homeschooling thing. They've been doing it for a little while, but it's starting to become a wear and a drain on my wife and the kids. So that has been part of my evenings as well. So it's been pretty interesting. But that Target lineup, I want the Elysian. Oh, man. That one looks really cool. The new Rob Cross was pretty cool. I think he's been playing with that a little lately. But that's a good-looking barrel. And that Orbit's an interesting thing. And the Orbit's like $40 US is what I'm seeing it out there. So nice-looking barrel at a reasonable price. There's some serious. They've gotten some super grippy stuff in there, and they've got some really nice traditional looks. I'm excited. I can't wait to get the stuff in once it shows up. I think some of it shows up today. If it does, I'll I'll hop on the camera and open it up and show it to you guys. But I think it's Monday if it doesn't show up today. Larry, in regards to the atomic darts, currently they are all steel. They are 21 grams. I got 50 sets in. Soft tip will be coming in the next month or two. Let me know. I'm probably going to do a 20 gram to start out with in the soft tip, and then I'll bring in an 18 gram, and then I'm going to do a couple other weights on the steel tip. The idea is to do 3 or 4 of the steel tip weights and then the 2 soft tips. But I'm going to probably do the 20 gram because that's closer to what I play in the soft tip. But I mean, I could be persuaded to go to the 18 gram if someone wanted to persuade me. So the Echo is a good looking barrel. Yeah, the 975s are nice. They're expensive. The 975s are expensive from what I've seen out there, but look really good. What'd you guys think of the new Phil Taylor? I like the design of it. I'm curious about that one. It's a different grip formation than I would think that Phil Taylor would play with. But again, he's not playing as much. He's doing exhibitions and some other things. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on that one, if you guys saw that. Speaking of darts, I wanted to let you guys know that there are some darts available at Atomic Darts right now, some of the stuff that I've reviewed. And so I've got up on there, I'm just going to show you guys real quick. I've got the Fallons. They're up on the website at atomicdarts.com. I put the Asps up there, and they're all at a lower price than you can buy anywhere else because I used them as a review. I actually I do have a set of Power 95s, Gen 4s, sitting up there, steel tips. I've set of the German Giants up there. These are 21 gram steel tips. You'll see them up there. The BullesEyes 04s, the 04s, 21 grams, which no one else has them right now. So if you like those, you can grab those. I have the Chameleon, the 180s. These are soft tip, 18 grams. They're up on the website. The Red Dragon, this is the Javelin. Pretty cool barrel. It's very basic, and it's long. It's long. But that's up there, steel tip. And then the Legends are up there. This is a 20 gram Philim, the Legends 3. So, and of course, the new Legends just came out by Target. So if you guys want to head over to atomicdarts.com and pick up a set of barrels that have been reviewed, they're basically brand new. Phil Taylor has a unique barrel shape. Yeah, Phil's barrel it's short. It's a dinky little barrel. It's fat, and he still hits 180s like nobody else. I've always wondered why he didn't go to something a little bit more pencil shaped, but he likes it. And of course, how can you argue with him? He's got 16 world championships. I mean, the guy knows his darts, right? So Scotch that says I might like the dart yokai that are very similar to mine. And, Scottish Lad, if you've got like a link or something you can send me to that, I'd love to check it out. I think it'd be kind of cool. And then a comment from BullesEyes and Brewskis. Rob Cross barrel looks great, but not enough grip. Yeah, it's not as grippy as some of the other ones, like the 975s. Super grippy looking. And Larry loved the 975. They are pretty sweet looking. They look really, really good. How much for the 975s? I'm trying to remember. Let me look here real quick. But they're like 100 something. I want to say they're like close to like 150 or more. Most places I saw. But let me look here real quick. Oops. Oh shoot. They're like $200 is what I'm seeing for the 975s. And I'll tell you guys, over at A to Z Darts, they're doing a giveaway of the 975s. So if you go to a2zdarts.com, they're doing a giveaway. The Echoes are right in that $57, $60 mark. I'll just run these down for you guys real quick. The new Kenny Berries are 100-ish, 100 plus. The Suzuki's, the Japanese ones are 120, and then the Orbit, they're the Orb, they're $39, $40, and those look really good. So it looks like a nice etching, nice cutting into the barrels there. The Phil Taylors are 120, which is pretty typical for Phil Taylors. And then they got the new tattoo flights and the new tattoo stuff. Pretty standard. The RVBs are in that 120 range as well. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with those. Wasn't hugely impressed with the RVBs. They look pretty good, but I don't know. The Rob Crosses are coming in around $80. I like them. I like the look of them. And then they have those new tattoo cases, which are right around $15. And then the Paul Lim Generation 4 Japan edition is $120. So there's some pricing for you guys on some of that stuff, how it's coming in. So yeah, they're typically a little bit on the higher end. If Taylor's darts have those screw-on back end tips, yeah. So the Rob Cross, the Phil Taylor, the RVB all have the SP, basically that the point that comes on here. They all have that particular point. It's that the screw-on point. So those, all three of those have that. I don't know which other versions that they released had it, but I know those three do have them. So just so you guys know, if you don't like that point, you're probably not going to like those barrels. Yeah, I thought the crosses looked good. I've always, I've liked his barrel, his World Championship barrel. That was a really nice one that they did. All right, let's get to the fun part. I know you guys have been hanging on for this. So again, if you're a patron and you're if you're a patron, you have an opportunity to win something quarterly. So I'm going to be doing quarterly drawings. So if you're a league player or above, I couldn't remember league player. So league player, pro player, or a super fan of the channel, you're in the drawing and you get to pick these are the barrels that you get to pick from this month or this quarter. Thank you, Scottish Lad, for sending that. You're going to get this cool hat. And then I've got some other stuff that'll be thrown in the box. It'll just be secretive. I'm not going to shout everything. There might be a dark case or two. You never know. But I have names in here. You guys can see. I'm going to draw the name right now. Okay. Not looking, eyes closed. And this is going to be our big winner. And you're going to get all that fun stuff. Okay. I didn't make a mess there. And here is the first winner of the quarterly drawing that is a patron and is going to get to pick a set of the darts. It's either the Gerwin Prices or the Team 180s. Okay? You get to pick which one of those you want. You get a hat. You get some other fun stuff thrown in there. There's going to be some flights and shafts and stickers and all this fun stuff. Some other goodies in there. You guys ready for the big winner? You guys ready? Drum roll. Drum roll. Larry Wiggin Jr., you are our winner. There you go, Larry. I'll hit you up or DM me and let me know which set of darts you want. Again, it is the Gerwin Price. These are steel tip. This is the 23 gram and it's the lunar edition. So there's that, or the Alex Reyes Team 180 soft tips. There you go, Larry. Let me know. Congratulations if you guys want to potentially win. And of course, next quarter is like the end of the year quarter, Q4. I might get a little crazy and give a little bit more away because it's the holidays. And I'll be feeling, generous. So go join up, become a member over at patreon.com/atomic darts. Oh, and I wanted to thank everybody that helped me hit the 2,500 mark. And I know most channels, I do big giveaways and everything when they hit those things. I just have never, I don't know. It's something that I haven't bought into this. Hey, I hit 1,000. Let me give something away. I think it's just me. But thank you to everybody that helped me get to, because last week I asked, and because we were really close, and we're over the 2,500 mark. And I really appreciate everybody that kind of jumped in there and helped out with that. Speaking of some giveaways, I do have some really cool gift certificates from Magicwear and from A to Z Darts. And we're going to be doing some fun, like little social media games where you guys can win those. So make sure that you're, hooked up with us on Facebook and Instagram. Of course, it's just Atomic Darts. You can find us there. Also on Twitter at Atomic Darts, and be on the lookout. I don't know. It's Friday morning. Be on the lookout. There's going to be some cool little giveaways over the next month, and some other cool stuff. And yes, Michael Holman. Yes, I did hit that. Hey, Michael Holman's here. I feel like we should sing him happy birthday. Michael is a longtime friend of the channel. He actually hung out with me for 18 hours when I did my 18 hours of darts. And I keep teasing the 24 hours of darts. It's coming. I'm working out a couple things with that. We're going to do 24 hours of darts. I got the okay from Mrs. Atomic to do that. And we're going to play darts and do some interviews for 24 hours. I'm going to play some of you guys. And we're going to do it for charity. So any money that we can raise during that time frame, that 24 hours, I'm looking at 3 to 4 charities that we will donate to. And the monies will go to some darts related charities and a charity called Outside the Bowl that I support. So, Michael, it's nice to see that you finally reached the great age of 47. So I turned 47 in the beginning of September. You got to do it a little later, but happy birthday to Michael, and great guy. And thanks for supporting the channel, and look for the 24 hours. I'm thinking November, we're going to do it. Yeah, I might kick off the World Championships by doing that like the week before. I don't know that I want to do it the day before because I want to watch, but we'll see where that goes. Sorry, I'm reading through some comments. Cool. Neil's Darts. If you guys aren't familiar with Neil's Darts, great darts review channel. Check them out. And of course, Scottish Lad. Go have a look over at their channels. They're, newcomers to the market of doing reviews. So they're still in growth mode, which we all are. I'm still growing. As you can tell, I changed my studio around a little, so it's totally in growth mode. Have a look, check them out. They're good people, and they're out there trying to let darts players know, what their thoughts are on barrels before you go and buy them. You do get your coffee mug today, is from what the tracking says. So Angela ordered a coffee mug, and thank you for doing that. And Angela, I need to talk with you about being on the show. So I know that you had brought that up. So let's DM each other. I've got some spots open next week, and here's another big announcement, something that I wanted to go over with you guys. I'm still getting some of the things worked out on it from a graphical standpoint. I'm not a graphics artist, so I kind of have to work with some people to make that happen. What's up, Austie? This show's going to change a little. It's gonna we're gonna have a static time. It's gonna be Tuesday mornings from 7 to 8, and I picked Tuesdays for a specific reason. That show specifically is going to be set up more like a news show. We're going to talk about past stuff that happened the week prior in PDC darts, championships darts, soft tip stuff that I can find out, things that are going on some of the virtual stuff, like with Bearded Darts, USA Darts, and some of the other ones that are out there. We're going to talk about things that happened the the previous week. We're going to talk about upcoming stuff, and it's going to be more news style. I'm getting a second camera set up so I can do the whole tap the paper and look here and then come back here. So working on that. I've got a switcher board that I'm trying to get used to, and we're going to somewhere I was hoping to do it in the next 2 weeks, and I might get there. I'm waiting for some things to come in, but we're going to change it. We're going to do a darts news channel situation. It's still going to be Coffee and Darts, but it's going to be Coffee and Darts, the news segment. And so you'll be able to get information from the past stuff that happened in the past week and what's going forward. And we're going to try and do more of a news oriented thing. And I'm looking to try and add a component of an interview in there. That'll be a shorter interview from time to time. And then there'll be an interview during the week. The thing that I have realized with darts players is the fact that I can't lock in a specific time. The Danny one was on a Saturday morning, talking with Darren Young about coming on, but based on his schedule and play schedule and work schedule, we're trying to figure that out. It's probably going to be another evening one. The guys from the Championship Dart Circuit, it had to be evening. For one of them, for Eugene, I believe he's in New York. So for him, it was late. Like we started at 6, it was 9 o'clock his time. So I'm finding that the interview one has to just float, but I want to have a static. You guys can count on Tuesday mornings, and we're going to talk darts news, and it's going to become more news type. I'm hoping to get a buddy of mine to come in and help run some switcher stuff so we can kind of do like actual ESPN-ish type stuff. So something I've always wanted to do, because it's the one element I think that is really lacking in the darts community here in North America, is that news aspect of it. ESPN and other new, sports related things aren't going to pick up darts right now. So I'm going to do my best to bring that to you. Please give me good constructive criticisms in regards to that. Once that gets started, you can bash me. It's fine with me. I don't have to read your comments, but good comments that say, hey, Matt, adjust this, try this, do this differently. I love that stuff because that's how I grow and get better. So I'm excited to bring that to you guys. Hopefully you guys are excited to have your own news channel that is going to be darts related. I am doing good, Bertos. How are you doing? Just wait till we chat. Oh, cool. So Angela, yeah, I'm excited to talk. Let's talk some darts and get you on here, and we'll talk more about some of the stuff that's coming up. Speaking of coffee, I've mentioned this a couple of times and just getting that worked out. So that's, again, something that hopefully we can bring to this show is actual our own coffee. I was thinking like this with that, and that's not going to happen. Like I wanted like 20 different flavors, and I had all these branding ideas, and that's typically where I start. And then, so the Coffee and Darts coffee is coming. We're probably going to have 2 styles to start out with instead of the larger number that I was going with. But I'm working with a coffee roaster that's local, and packaging is pretty much done. That's the big thing, is you got to packaging, FDA, all that other stuff. So working on that in the background at the same time as well. So just trying to bring stuff to the darts community. I really want to help build something that's ours here in North America, that I don't want to say rivals what they have over in Europe, but I'd like to see darts, get that kind of play. And hopefully what I'm doing is helping the community out. So let's jump into these comments again a little bit here. I'm curious about this one. Darts rules question. Does my foot have to abut the hockey, or must my toes be at the line, or can I stand as far behind the line as I want? Well, audio, you guys correct me if I'm wrong here. You can stand further back. There are players that do that because in soft tip versus steel tip, there's about 1/4 of an inch difference. So soft tip stands a little further back, and I have seen steel tip players that will stand a little further back because they're used to playing soft tip. That little bit of distance, the flight trajectory changes drastically. So your release changes. So technically, you can stand further back. You just can't cross ahead. You'll see if you watch PDC player, sometimes like Rob Cross did this the other day. His flights were just in his way. Sorry, the princess wants to say hi. Hi. It's her birthday on Monday, so we are in full princess mode. But Rob Cross, like you saw him go like 3 or 4 feet to the right side of the Aki trying to get a thing. He just couldn't get his foot to go past the Aki. So, I mean, he could have taken a step further back if he needed to get what would have been the correct trajectory. And he almost landed that dart, which was kind of cool. So technically you can stand further back. You just can't go in front of it, nor would you want to, because again, that little distance will adjust your throw drastically. The trajectory of your flight of the dart will change. Try it. Step back a 1/4 inch and throw, and you'll see that the dart dives probably an inch or 2 from where you were, just based on gravity, based on flight trajectory, how hard you're throwing it, and your flights. Your flights matter hugely on the trajectory of your dart, the barrel, and of course the release. So you're standing further, and I can hit the 20 treble more often. As long as you're not crossing that Aki, that's fine. There's no one's gonna say anything. I think if you go too much further back, though, there could be some questions. If you're standing 2 or 3 feet back, I would assume that there's probably going to be a question from someone as to what you're doing. But to the best of my knowledge in the rule book, there's nothing that says you can't stand further back. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one. All right, so Bullseyes and Brewskis, you want me to play subscribers live? I need to set that up. That's the bottom line. I did have the opportunity to play Michael a little while back. Part of it has been just the I love it when that noise comes in. Part of it has been just how busy I've been. But you're right. We need to set that up. And I need to kind of just pick some evenings to do it. Again, part of it has just been the busyness that I've been dealing with, and the kids and homeschool. And my wife she's awesome as she is. And she is, I can't say enough good things about her. She's getting a little burnt out come afternoon time. And so the evenings have been a little rough. Just, dealing with kids and stuff. So I know I'm divulging, I'm just like upchucking here, but let's you and I DM me. Let's try it. Let's get it set up. Let's do it. I've got the grand board, and of course I got the Nexus now. And once I get that set up, that'll be maybe a little bit easier with that system. I don't know. I haven't played it yet, but let's set something up. Just DM me and we'll get it. It's going to have to be, the other thing is I'm West Coast. So my kids go to bed, it's 8 o'clock for me and I'm ready to play, but East Coast time, that's late. So that's also been a little bit of a hindrance. And Will Stewart here real quick, just so audio. Will says at least Ashton stands a couple inches off the line as well. So she stands back. And she might know what she's doing. I don't know, a couple world championships or 2 for her. So I would say that that's totally correct. So, and then Angela says that because I throw steel and soft, I found standing further back helps me stay more steady. So again, there is some stuff to do about that. Ooh, subscribers versus subscribers. There's this guy I know, Will Stewart. I have the program to do it. So I can probably bug him and just get the settings off of him, and we could probably do that. So I have the programming that Will uses for when he was doing quarantine darts and what he's doing now with USA Darts production. So I think we can pull that off. It's time, guys. It's really just a matter of putting it all together and having enough time. So, and the Scottish lad says he stands about 1 inch away from the Aki and has never had anybody say anything. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I'd be more consistent if I start standing a little bit more away from the Aki. Oh, and I'm supposed to do this branding thing. Oops. Look, hey, look. There's my sponsors. I always forget to do that. horrible about that. You guys, don't forget to check out Shot Darts at shotdarts.com, and of course Magicwear at magicwear.com. Got to get that little spiel in there. And if you've been liking the show at all, please don't forget to smash the like button, the heart button. That always helps out. Angela says she would play. I don't know, maybe I can get Will to come out of retirement a little bit with the quarantine darts. I know he's busy with the stuff, but maybe he and I could do, like, once a month or something. We could do a bunch of, get subscribers to play subscriber type little tournament thing. Make that part of the, hey, Will, I'm dragging you into my 24 hours of darts. We're going to have to make that part of the 24 hours of darts, and you can commentate a little. I just pulled Will into that, but hey, hopefully he'll be okay with that. So, other fun and exciting stuff that's going on in the darts world. What do you guys think of the virtual? I don't think I've ever asked you guys. What do you guys think of the virtual darts? This whole, thing, and Will helped kind of build this with the quarantine darts. And I know, he helped the bearded dart guy, which that guy's doing some really cool stuff. His graphics stuff is really cool. But we're seeing a lot more of this virtual. We're seeing virtual soft tips starting to come in. There's a league that was over in the UK, and now there's an American one. It's US virtual darts, virtual soft tip, US virtual soft tip. So we're seeing more of that. What do you guys think about all of this? Are you enjoying watching those matches? I see a lot of people, hundreds of people are watching them. Just curious what your take is on the virtual stuff. And do you think it's here to stay? Do you think, if COVID were to end tomorrow and everything went back to normal, do you think the virtual game would still be here? Just curious what your thoughts are. And Will said he's interested. He didn't say he's on board. He just said he's interested. So I'll have to twist his arm a little, send him some Chief garb. Just by the way, the Chiefs, just want to point it out. I think that's right. We're 3-0. Okay. Just wanted to point that out. Okay. There's my Chiefs reference. I'm supposed to talk about Chiefs in this whole ordeal too. Some point, you get a couple of questions. Yes. Sorry, I put that up live, but yes, of course I can. Scottish lad. Not a problem. So Angela says she loves virtual darts, which, I think it's great too. I'm enjoying watching it, and so is Dylan. Dylan loves it a ton. Sharon says, I don't know. Sharon, does Larry like virtual darts? Is he interested in doing that? Is he enjoying that? What's your take on it? Curious. So, and Audio Murphy says he enjoys the PDC Darts at Home League. I like it and I struggle with it. Here's my struggle with the PDC at Home Darts. There's two ways I look at it. One, it's kind of cool because it's very much how we would do it. If it's two dartboards and there's pictures of guys. I mean, it's kind of what we've gotten used to from a virtual dart standpoint. The struggle I have with it a little bit is being it's the PDC, and it's not, they know who's going to be on those tours long ahead of time. Helping those guys get set up so that it has a little bit more of a professional feel and look. There's part of me that thinks that should be part of it because it is the PDC, and part of me likes the fact that it's like, okay, these guys are just like you and me. There's really no difference between any of them than us. Their boards look the same as ours. Their lighting systems in some cases are way worse than ours. The situation, like they're playing in hallways, they're playing, it's not, you expect them to have this cave of darts where they go and they, everything's super cool. It's kind of like Peter Wright's darts room, which is off the charts awesome. He's got so much cool toys and junk in there, but that's kind of what you expect. And then you go and it's like, oh no, the guy's got the board hanging in his kitchen, and so it's that aspect I like because it is showing us that they are no different than us. But at the same time, I'm looking for the PDC to up it a little bit, just because you kind of expect that when it's like if it was Nike, you would expect a little bit more out of it than the guy doing it at home. So that's my take on that. So playing players. So, and Angela, you're on the Nexus. Cool. I can't wait to get that set up and play on it. So I may do that here like this morning. I got 2 meetings coming up, but we'll see. So Michael says, I am preferring the virtual for myself. I enjoy the CDC streams. Yes, well, Championship Darts Circuit. We can't really say CDC. You can put it in your comments, but I'm going to say Championship Darts Circuit. I'm waiting for one of my videos to get flagged because I say CDC in them. So it exposes me to the North American players that I've heard of, but now can see an even message. And that's the other cool thing is a lot of these guys, you hook up with them. Talk to them about darts. They love to talk about darts. It is really cool. Larry says the virtual is awesome. Will had a great match on yesterday with that was a great match. Really is. Just that's the one fun thing I think I'm enjoying the most of the virtual is, again, they're no different than you and I, except for they play darts better than us, or at least me. So some of you might be like, I could totally take that. But not me. I'm honest with it. There we go. Yeah, I think we will. I don't think it's going away. I think virtual is going to say. So, and then Sharon says, and of course, she's got some relation to this Larry Butler guy. I don't know where that comes from, but she's saying that Larry's not particularly, it's more of an enhanced practice, really. He prefers to share Sharonaki. And that is one of the interesting things. The guys that have been playing the way it's been up until this year, people I've talked to are like, look, I miss the camaraderie. I miss the joking that happens in the back room. I miss the practice that happens in the back room. I miss the stage that's there. I miss the being able to talk to the crowds. It's that interaction that has been extremely missed. And then some people that I've talked to that the stream is what brought them out into the limelight. They're loving it because they're a little quieter. They didn't. Two things have come up because tournaments are all over the place. It's hard to get to a lot of tournaments. You go to your regional stuff. You might have 2 or 3 regional tournaments that are good size. And you go to those every year. And there are people that dominate those, but they've never, said, hey, let me spend the money to go 2 states away to play in a bigger tournament. So this has opened those doors up, and it's allowed average players to play some of these pro players. So to me, the virtual side has some good benefits. And in some cases, like Sharon's saying, for some of the pros, it's really good practice to get to go play other people that they wouldn't get to, because you can, like Tanner Picard's in Canada. And then for him to play someone in Australia, he can do that now, and they don't have to fly somewhere. They're able to just do it virtually. And with Dart Connect, I mean, dude, it's awesome. Totally awesome. Again, I got to throw out Dart Connect. If you don't have that for $24, you need to get it. Okay, so here's a question. Yes, players need a strong internet connection. Audie Murphy mentioned that, and I that's again where I think we're going to see growth in this platform, and that's going to be some of the stuff that we see happening is understanding what the equipment is that you need and how to make that function and work. If I had more time on my hands, I would love to do like a ebook or a manual that's, here's how to play virtual darts. I'm throwing it out there. It's an idea that I have in my head, but sometimes I feel like I can't do everything. So I need to put it out there so maybe someone else can run with it. And I may try, because my work schedule type stuff slows down a little as the holidays roll in. So I may try and put out like a little e-booklet on, how to set up virtual darts. and maybe I can get some guys to help me out with that. There we go. So I'm putting it out into the universe so you guys can work with that. Yes, congratulations to Larry on his win. And then Scottish Lad threw this out here, and we'll take this, and we're going to end the show soon because I got to get to a meeting. But it says, not really a virtual darts related, but how long has taken people to find their match darts? I've been playing nearly 5 years, and I'm still to find my match darts. And then Niels gets in here, and he says, I changed mine more than Peter Wright. Scottish Lad, I have lots of darts laying around, and it's taken me a long time to just stick with a set. And then, of course, I designed a set, but I took elements that I liked from a couple sets that I consistently would play with and merged them. That's a great question. That's a really good question. I think pros change more regularly than we think. Unless you're Marvin King, who's been playing the same barrel since, I don't know, Jesus. But I think there's changes that happen. And I think, one day one barrel set feels better than the other, and you just run with it. But I've got a guy in our league who's been playing a set that he's had for 20 years, and he can't even buy them anymore. And he wants a new set because they're worn down, but he can't get them, and he won't change. He will never change. So I think if he loses them, will be the only way he changes them. There you go. See, it's like golf. You're always going to find something that you like to throw better. You're going to pick up a set and throw them and go, oh my gosh, I just crushed a 180, third throw. I got to buy these things. It's the forever thing. And that's why manufacturers can keep making darts. It's because we keep, So just enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that there's always changes and abilities, and you can go from one barrel to the next barrel. So yes, Sharon. I know that DC has some written content out for it. I was thinking a little bit more. I don't know. I think I had a different vision for it. And Angela says that Dart Connect has videos to help people to know the setup. I was looking for something that was more directed towards not Dart Connect and so much there, but something that was directed more towards players, that was written to players. I guess to me, there's a different feel. You could go, of course, you can go to YouTube. You can go to the apps, and they've got all their little videos. I guess maybe it's just that feeling like, hey, the darts players guide to setting up virtual darts, something like that. There's a different feeling and emotion that it attaches to it. Like, oh, this guide's for me and I can do this, versus, oh, here's Dart Connect telling me how to do it. There's just that different feel and pull when it's designed that way and talked about that way. I've got a book coming out that I've been working on. I've been in social media for quite a while, and sometimes I don't think I actually know what I'm talking about because I don't do a lot of it, but it's a time consumption thing. But I basically just barfed all of this information out to a friend of mine who's a writer, and we've been working on a book. What do we title it again? The Darts Player's Guide to Social Media, or the Social Media Guide for the Darts Player. And that should be where we've got a couple more renditions to go on it. He's helping me quite a bit with it. But that's going to come out, and it's going to be to help darts players understand and navigate a little bit of the social media world so that they can start promoting themselves. So that's kind of where I was going with that. Anyway, maybe we can take the information. I can talk to the guys at Darts Connect, and we can package it differently so it's got a different feel to it. So everybody's still talking about darts. Angela says it took her 40 sets till she found a set that she's good with. Okay, so this is in regards to the gentleman that plays on my league that's using the same centers. Sorry, that's funny. I know him, so it's possible. It's a set of hammerheads that they don't make anymore. The same feel for him, and so he just loves those barrels. I've tried to get him out of them into other stuff. So Murphy, so you got back into darts after 26 years. Yes, I threw my arm and shoulder into a marshmallow, but I'm back to throwing when I was 26. Nice. Well, we're glad you're back into the darts. And thank you for watching the show and being on here. All right, guys, it is a little after 8 o'clock. I need to land this thing. It's been fun just hanging out, talking darts, getting your perspective on what's going on in the virtual darts world. And what's out there. Don't forget there are darts coming up over the next couple of weeks. Of course, there's the virtual darts. Be on the lookout for that. Just go to Facebook. It's all over the place. It's awesome. I'm enjoying the virtual darts. There is the home tour stuff that's going on with the PDC. And then we do have the World Grand Prix October 6th, which is Tuesday, and that runs through October 12th. So that's a good week of darts. And then on October 15th, we have the Unibet Premier League playoffs. So we get back to the Premier League on October 15th. And then the ladies are playing somewhere in there, and I don't remember what the dates were. I wish I could find it here. I want to say maybe they're later. I think they're the 18th. I think they're later in the month for the ladies, which I'm excited about that. And, I wanted to bring this up. I know I want to land the plane, but what about Devin Peterson? Let's take it. I'm going to take 5 minutes. Let's talk about the Devin Peterson win. How exciting was that for the German Darts Grand Prix, German Darts Championship, sorry. Him pulling that win off. That was incredible. I was super excited for that win. I was super excited for him. I don't think I know a nicer guy that I've seen, quite a bit in regards to darts, because he's doing the announcing and you get a really good sense of who he is. I was super excited to watch that. Dylan and I were sitting here cheering, jumping up and down as that match progressed. And he's been so dead on for a while. And it was interesting. I don't remember who it was that mentioned this. Just the attitude of just pounding away at the 20. And then, he doesn't seem to stray from pounding away at the 20. And I don't remember which commentator made the comment, but made this comment of just, that's what you got to do, is just pound away at the 20. And, you don't have to do all the other fluff stuff. I thought it was just an interesting comment, but that was so much fun to watch. I'm so happy that he won. Dylan and I were literally jumping up and down, enjoyed watching that tournament and watching Devin win. I don't think there's a better person out there that deserved that win more than he did. He's been working really hard to get to that, and I think we're going to see a lot more out of him. So Dave says that when Devin changed from Unicorn to Trinidad, I think part of it's the flights. I'd be very honest with you guys. He is playing the Condor flights. And if you've never played them, they have a really different flight trajectory. They hold in the air a little bit better. They don't have as much of an arc. They actually will hold your dart at a slightly flatter angle, but it doesn't have as much arc as traditional flights do. It's something within the makeup, with it being the shaft and the flight all in one, and the compound that they use, but it does hold. It almost floats a little bit more. And I think for him, that really, it changed the trajectory of his darts, which has helped him. If you go to some of his older matches versus when he started using the Condors, I think that's been a big change for him. They are a lot of fun to throw. They do take a little bit getting used to, but they are a fun flight shaft combination to throw. So Michael Holdman, he's got to bring in the darts or the golf reference, which I do have some golf Funko Pops back there, Michael, just so you know. And I do have my clubs in the corner behind the coffee. So I do get out every once in a while, but he brings us. I love mixed winners. I don't like Tiger Woods always winning, and I don't like watching MVG always winning. A mix of champions does more for the game, in my opinion. I agree with you. Yes, Gerwin was on a streak, and again, I'm a Gerwin fan. I just was excited to see Devin win and win a TV major for his first win. So I think that's awesome. Hey guys, I really yes, Kim Hybrex. Sorry, Dave, I saw that. Yeah, Kim Hybrex is using the Condor flights as well. They're starting to get recognized with some of the pro players. A lot of soft tip players use them, but from a steel tip, again, it's a trajectory thing. It's pretty cool when how they hold their trajectory versus the arc that you're used to. All right, guys, I've got to take off because I've got to run to a meeting. It's been fun. Again, I love just hanging out, talking darts, and getting into things and just chatting with everybody. Thanks for allowing me to spend a little bit more time this show talking about some of the stuff we have coming up. And of course, we crowned our winner for this quarter. And don't forget to check out atomicdarts.com. There are some barrels up there. If you just go under darts, or I think it's barrels, you'll find the stuff that's available up there. And of course, I did a discounted price because I reviewed all of them. So they've been out of the box and then back in the box. But check those out and keep an eye out for the Atomic Darts barrels. Those will be up on the site, but I'll talk more about that as the packaging gets finished and arrives. It's correct. It was not a TV major. Thank you. It was a TV televised tournament. That's the better way. It's not a TV major. You are correct. It was a televised event. So, but thank you, Sharon. That is correct. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. It's been a blast. I will see you guys next week. Got a couple of interviews in the works. We're just trying to nail down the time frames. Happy darting, everyone. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.